friends, welcome, welcome, welcome. Keep joining us here below. Write your favorite emoji or just say hello to let us know that you're here live with us today. All right, we are here for another live episode of the Stay-at-Home Bookkeeper Behind the Business. This is where we get real about entrepreneurship, whether you're just thinking about starting a business or looking for ways to grow your bookkeeping business. We're here for the honest conversations that will help you take the very next step. And we know that making that decision to join a mentorship program is a big deal. You've probably heard us talk about it. You've probably heard several other different people talk about mentoring programs. And you're investing your time, you're investing your money and your trust. So today, Bill and I are going to talk real about the key questions you should ask, both for yourself and any program that you're considering. These are real talk to make sure that any program that you get yourself into, that you're investing in, is the right fit for you. So we're going to chat. Bill, are you ready to kind of bounce some ideas off of me? And let's chat a little bit about
I
mentoring
am
programs.
ready. Let's
I
dig
love.
in.
All right, we're going to do real talk here. All right, Bill, we talk about our mentoring program here at Stay-at-Home Bookkeeper Academy. I know lots of people do as well. Why do you think people hesitate to join a mentoring program, even when they know that they actually really need the support?
Fear. Fear is the
Fear?
biggest hesitator. Fear of success, fear of failure, fear of the unknown. Fear is your brain protecting you. Fear keeps you from danger. But fear also is a recognizing that I'm experiencing something new. Getting past fear helps open up your world to the possibilities of how you can change your status quo today, how you can build a business that gives you freedom. And freedom means different things to different people. And that's the big thing. That's number one thing that we focus on at the Academy when you come in is, what does freedom mean to you? Is it freedom from financial stress? Is it freedom from time? Is it freedom from just no direction in your career? Once you determine what that freedom is, then you can start driving towards how to get to that level of freedom, if that makes sense.
I love that. If you have ever just looked for freedom, I want you to post it here. We want to get engagement here. So I want to see people actively dropping that in. So put freedom if that resonates with you at all. All right. Here's another one that I thought of. I know we've done this ourselves when we've decided to join programs. What is something that people should be asking themselves before joining? Like, I know, like, I always ask myself, am I coachable? Am I willing to show up and do the work? And a lot of times, like, I have to know that I'm willing to do that. So what are some things that probably, Bill, that they should be asking themselves before they decide to join a mentoring program?
They should be asking themselves, what do I, in my life, where do I see myself 12 months from now? Where do I see myself, 2 years from now, 5 years from now? And asking themselves, what tools do they have today to help get them there? A lot of people are successful with DIY programs, but many more people, and I equate to this, a lot of people are successful with online university. A lot more people are successful with in-person university because you have professors there, you have study groups there, you have all of that community. And that's what a mastermind is that is a community that helps get you towards that of where you want to be 12 months from now, 2 years from now, 5 years from now, is you're going on it with a group of people. You've got a group of people that can help hold you accountable. You have a group of people that can help lift you up when you stumble. Because let me tell you, building a business is a process. But when you're doing it with a group of people, when you do inevitably make that stumble, you have everybody there to lift you up, pick you up, dust you off, and keep you making forward momentum. So that's why doing it with a group of people, with the mastermind, with coaches and mentors and live trainings and support group online is so beneficial when you go on this journey.
You said it best. That's awesome. All right. I'm going to ask a question. It's a twofold question. So we're going to look at red and green. If you were to look at what are red flags, we'll start there and then we'll go to what's green flags. So if you were looking at a mentoring program, what are some red flags that just stand out to you that you should try to avoid if you're looking at really investing in a program?
That's easy. How quick are they there to support you when you need them? So, there's so many programs out there that have popped up, especially over the last year that try to copy what's so special about what the Stay-at-Home Bookkeeper Academy is. The one key thing that you should be looking at is what level of support is there for you when you need them. Perfect example. Do you have to send an email to this contact email and they're going to respond to you within 24 hours? Do they redirect you to a video or an AI chat box or something like that to support you? The level of support is the foundation of the Stay-at-Home Bookkeeper Academy. We have a private Facebook group of active members of the Academy. It's not for the public, it's for active members of the Academy. So we've got anywhere between 250 to 300 active students. We have mentors that are live online to answer your questions. Our average response time is about 30 to 35 minutes. So say you've got a question about how I do payroll or how I do this journal entry. You simply post your question support group and they're there to answer it. They keep office hours about 70 hours a week, plus the live small group coaching calls. So these aren't recorded calls that you go. Now, we do have a training portal with hundreds of hours worth of training on there, but we do 7 to 9 live small group coaching calls per week that there's live mentors that are there to help you grow your business. Ask the bookkeeping questions, talk about marketing, talk about imposter syndrome, mindset in a group environment. So you're not just sitting there watching a one-way video. If I wanted to go learn that way, I would just go to YouTube. But part of what makes the Academy so special is the level of support that we're dedicated. That's why we keep our enrollment limited, so that we never want to exceed our capacity to provide that kind of support to help people build their business.
I love that. You talked about the response time and having access to the coaches and mentors. How important is that? Because I know a lot of programs don't have what we offer. And I can tell you that just because we've been in multiple, and there's just nothing quite like what the Stay Home Bookkeeper offers with their coaches and mentors. It's not just pre-recorded videos. Like, this is real coaching every single day. Can you kind of just share how that's so important to have that access?
It's everything. When time is of the essence, keep in mind, the majority of you, when you start building your business, you're still working a job. You're still tied to that full-time job. So your time is precious. Your time is limited. So having that support network there for you when you need it, responsive. We answer our support group messaging up until I think 8 o'clock Central Time at night. And then first thing in the morning, anything that came over tonight is first thing in the morning. So they're there to respond to you. Another thing, with the Academy, we assign you a dedicated success manager. I call this person your accountability partner. They're going to be there to help navigate your way through the Academy, your way to building a business. So say you've got a question about, how do I find help with joining a networking group? Instead of going through the hundreds of hours worth of training, you let your dedicated success manager know, and they're going to steer you directly towards there. How do I get help with this? They're going to tell you, oh, Deanna, you need to go to this mindset coaching call. This will address exactly the concerns that you're having. So having that accountability partner, having that person that's not walking in front of you or behind you, but side by side with you, helping you build your business is the magic formula.
I I love that. If that sounds like something that you're interested in, I want to get this group engaged. I want you to put yes. I just want to see if that resonated with you at all. If you would love to have someone that's holding your hand and helping you, I want to see those yeses there. All right. Here's another really good one that we get a lot. It says, that they're always asking, they're like, I'm worried about wasting my money. What if I don't succeed at this? I don't know that I can do this. What would you say to someone that's worried about their wasting their time and wasting their money?
Without taking action, the only thing that I can promise you is a year from now, your status quo is going to be exactly where it's at today. And if you take action and you follow the program, and here's the magic formula. The magic formula to someone who struggles versus someone who's successful is that first and foremost, you get active in the community. You get active on the private Facebook group, and you ask questions and you participate and you get active in that community. Keep in mind, you're in part of a community of another 250 people walking the same exact journey that you are on, except for they're a few steps ahead of you. Second is you follow the advice and the guidance of your dedicated success manager, that person that's there to be your accountability partner. Last, you attend at least 2 live coaching calls per week. Now, we do calls morning, noon, evening. So we do calls that fit multiple people's schedule. But that's the magic formula. If you do those 3 things, the program is laid out for you to be successful. Perfect example. Every single one of our mentors started out as an academy student, and now they've built successful bookkeeping business of their own and have asked to come back to be mentors to help other people build their business. So that's proof positive. If you follow the program and you take advantage of the resources and you take action, that's where that life journey changes. Because if you don't take action and you just sit here dreaming about what it could be, then a year from now, you're going to be in the same exact spot you're at, and you've lost 12 months of where you could already have quit that job, and you can be spending 2 weeks on a beach running your business with a family instead of locked in a cubicle at an office. Keep in mind, what's great about being a bookkeeper, you can do it from anywhere in the world. So you've got a family and you want to go on summer vacation, great. Go on summer vacation and work your business from there.
You couldn't have said it any better. So you said a little while ago something about like people will say, I want to join later, or I'm not ready. And you touched on that. And I've said this before myself, like yes, you can always join later, but is later the right time, or are you ready to start now? Like, what would you say to people when they're like, I'll do it later. I'll do it when I'm more ready. Like, instead of take action now and do it.
What's later going to change the trajectory of your life? Everybody is looking for a freedom. As I said earlier, a freedom of finances, time, family, something like that. If you don't take action today, at least you owe it to yourself, you owe it to your family, to whatever you want to build, to at least have a conversation with us on the potential and the possibilities of what it is to build your own business. Keep in mind, one of the things people overly think is I have to be a finance expert or I have to be an accountant to start this journey. That is the exact opposite. Over 70% of our students had no background in bookkeeping, had no background in finances, in accounting. They just had a desire to have that freedom that we were talking about, and that's it. So when you talk about waiting until the time's right, what's going to change in your life 12 months from now, 6 months from now, that's not active in your life today? You're
Yep.
listening to this for a specific reason.
And I think we've always said, and I've talked about this, it's not about the information, it's about transformation, right? Like, you've got to be able to take that next step and be transformed. And we love here at Stay-at-Home Bookkeeper the fact that we take a lot of pride in helping transform lives. Like, that is a passion, that is a mission of Bill, myself, Tiffany, our entire team. We get up every morning, we're so excited to work with everyone and to see lives change. And to us, that is what this is all about. So I am going to actually share my screen. I want to put a QR code up here. Bill, can you see that? Can everyone see that? I want to make sure you guys
I
can
can
see
see
that.
it.
Okay, great. Good. It works. All right. If you would like to take the next step and if you're on the fence and you're just like, I just need to talk to somebody and see if this is the right fit for me, I want you to scan that QR code, book a consultation with our team. Let us share the rest of the story about how we'll work with you. We'll hold your hand. We'll be your biggest cheerleader. Because we're super excited to be able to help you move to the next step. Get off that fence. If you're a fence sitter, let us help you. Let us help you get to that next step. Anything that you would like to end with today, Bill?
No, the key is take action. Take action. You owe it to yourself to take action and to at least have a conversation. Conversations are free, calls are free. Talk to someone about how you could potentially change the direction that your life is in today. You owe it to yourself.
Love that. All right, everyone. We will see you on the next one. Everyone have a good one. We'll talk to you soon. Thank you.